A common metaphor for this change in how you relate to difficult internal experiences is surfing a wave. If I go to the beach and I stand in the ocean and I decide that I'm terrified of waves because I can drown in them, which is true, what happens to me if I am so consumed with my concern about these waves that I stand facing them as they come to me and I try to punch them out of the way or kick them away, that I have to fully eradicate waves from my beach experience? What's going to happen to me is paradoxically, I'm going to become even more consumed by those waves. They're going to do more damage. I'm going to get more caught in them because of the stance that I have adopted towards them. Let's flip that though. What if I go to the beach and say, I'm not a fan of waves, they're scary, but what if I learn to surf those waves? Or what if I learn to do that thing where you dive into them and come out the other side? Those kinds of ways of navigating those waves allow me to respect they're still there, but that I can learn to move with them, or that I can adopt a more flexible relationship with those waves. And what's cool about that metaphor is nothing about the waves has changed. They are still the same volume and content of water that they always were. What has changed is my relationship to those waves. And so metaphorically, the pain and difficulty we experience internally in our lives, those waves of emotion and distress that can really hit us, they don't have to change. We can change how we respond to them and how we interact with them. And that is a key part of building more psychological resilience. So practice noticing or catching more quickly when you harshly judge your negative internal experiences. And similarly, try to adopt an increased willingness, an attitude of acceptance towards the negative things you're going to feel. It's not resignation. You don't have to pretend to love them, but making room for them, expanding yourself to accept them and being willing to have them hit you and pass through your experience without getting caught up in trying to overly control it or judge it. Often the cleanest and healthiest response to difficult feelings is through them, not around them or back out of them, but right through them. Of course, this isn't a magic trick. I'm not giving you some simple way to turn off all pain and suffering in your life. In fact, I'm asking you to open up a bit more to the pain and suffering in your life so that it doesn't have to knock you completely over every time, so that you can surf it, navigate it, resiliently respond to it, flexibly adapt to it.